Que sí, sí, he dicho Ederson porque Ederson me suele dar por culo, la verdad, por eso lo he dicho, la verdad. A ver, el puto problema aquí es la química de los huevos. Es imposible hacer, ¿vale? Es imposible tener a dos con 13 químicas, es imposible. Que si quito a Araujo, que sí, no tiene las tres, tío. No lo sé. El problema es que si pongo a Araujo, Cancelo tiene uno. ¿Qué pasa? Sí. Qué rabia de eso. Qué rabia de eso. Voy a chuparla, venga. Ahí la llevas, venga. La crack. No sé qué hacer, tío. Tengo que comer la cabeza para hacer un equipo. Ya, tío, es que es una movida. O ingleses. No, ingleses. Creo que me voy a hacer un equipo sin Dembélé y Araujo, tío. Y metiendo a... meter a Cañi. Y me tocó un Martinelli, igual lo pruebo, ¿eh? ¿Qué posiciones tiene Martinelli? E, I, M, I, nada más. Hostia. ¿Y Leao? E, I, M, I también. Me cago en mi puta madre. Que lo demás de revulsivo... ya puede ser. Sí, no, a ver... Está claro que no es un crack. Pero bueno, tiene tiro con exterior, tiro de calidad. Las estancias también, ¿eh? Tiene 84. No está, en verdad no está mal, ¿eh? En verdad no está mal. Entonces, claro. ¿Qué centro del campo? Es que Tonali, la verdad que tampoco es un jugador que me llame mucho, ¿eh? Pero si meto inglés, espérate. A ver qué... Uy, el Calvin Phillips ese, especial. Vamos a ver qué stats tiene ese. No sé lo que vale, voy a mirarlo. El Calvin Phillips, este quiero ver aquí. ¿Qué has dicho? Hostia, claro, Mendy, tú, se me había olvidado. Hostia, qué complicado es esto, tío. Y si meto a Modric y Benzema... Benzema me está dando mucho por culo, de verdad, O sea... ¿Cuál? No he enfrentado. Voy a meter a Benzema. Pero quiero probar, la verdad, Benzema, porque me está dando un por culo en los partidos que no es ni medio normal y está barato de precio, además. O sea, es que... ha bajado un huevo, quiero decir, ¿sabes? Lo malo es que va a seguir bajando como un cabrón, pero bueno. Es que Benzema sale como SD. Es que me cago en mi puta madre, de verdad. Si es imposible saber la puta química. Cojones. Sí, voy a... No, voy a poner la 4-3-3 con SD esta. Sí, el problema es que Martinelli tampoco lo puedo ver, pero bueno, lo intuyo más o menos. No pasa nada. Vamos a mirar a Modric. Balak muy bien ha ido todo el Sí, claro. Tengo casi 400.000 monedas, más o menos. Joder, dices, tampoco es tanto. No está tanto. O sea, vendiendo todo, Estoy viendo. Mira. Vale, Modric, Benzema, así. Con Modric y Benzema y Mendy tienen 3 y Modric tiene 2, claro. Que Modric tenga 2 tampoco me importa, vale, ahora. A los del City. Los del City. Puedo probar a Mahrez de extremo, aunque es el... De Bruyne me podría fichar también, la verdad. Me hago un equiparro ya, aunque pierda moneda. Ya va siendo hora de disfrutar un poco, la verdad. Vale, así los del City y tal. Faltaría y un ED. Un ED. Un ED que ED puedo ficharme, tío. Voy a ver qué EDs hay en la Premier. La verdad que me molaría probar a Sterling. Yo soy bastante fanboy de él y va muy bien porque me dan por culo también. No tengo ni idea, Sala. Y yo tampoco, pero tiene que ir bien, a la fuerza. ¿Por cuánto estas son? Voy a mirar por cuánto estas son. Sí, bueno, lo pongo a la izquierda, toma por culo Martinelli. Voy a mirar por cuánto está, por curiosidad. Quiero probar la zona. Menos. Sí, lo voy a probar, ya me da igual, ¿sabes? Sí, estaba. Han bajado muchísimo los precios, bro, o sea, una burrada. Por eso Benzema está más barato. Ya me voy a hacer un equipo ya, me da igual perder monedas, tío. Hacer un equipo ya para el siguiente. Decente, tío. Vale, son uno de química, hay que poner jugadores de... Ay, claro, y Tomori, Brian, y Tomori, claro. Y Tomori, claro. O sea, Tomori lo tengo que meter por mis huevos, vamos. Por mis huevos, ya, claro. Sí, claro, en plan, puedo ponerlo en MC a Mason Mons. Pero para que quiera mes. Ah, no, de MC no, MC o ED. No, pero podría ponerlo en una alineación de con MC, pero ¿para qué? Eso, necesito a alguien que defienda con De Bruyne y Modric. Claro, necesito que alguien defienda, pues. Tonali. Está mirando el Calvin Phillips esta, la verdad. Claro. Pero tonalidad más, no. Con tonalidad tendría 2, ¿no? Puedo poner a mañana. Espera un segundo, lo voy a poner a mañana. Pues voy a tener que ponerle, yo creo, sí o sí. ¿Cómo escribe mañana, tío? ¿Cómo se escribe mañana, bro? Ah, Mike. Aquí está. Con mañana tiene 2. ¿Son se puede poner de extremo derecho? No, te digo ahí. Vale, entonces ahora el extremo derecho. Extremo derecho. Hostia, qué putada, tío. Voy a tener que poner a Tonali de MCD, yo creo. Creo que no queda de otra. Sí, Calvin Phillips tengo 2. Sí, cambia, yo creo, a ver, voy a mirarlo ahora, pero sí, yo creo que sí. Yo creo que ya con los 3 ya tendría 3. Mira, ah, no. Oh, no, con los 3 tengo 2 con tal, 3 con Mañán porque está Mendy y Benzema. No, pues Calvin Phillips. Entonces, con el resto sí. Con el resto no me acuerdo. Pues ya Calvin Phillips. No sé, tengo que mirarlo, la verdad. Está muy chetado, igual vale algo. Que va, esto es una burrada, ¿Estás jugando tu partido ya, Leo? ¿Cómo ha quedado el Bronze Bengals? Al final, como me empano con este, ni lo he visto. Ah, no, Bronze, creo. Ah, Johnny. Sí, ha ganado Bronze. Vale, extremo derecho. Si pongo un extremo derecho inglés. Ah, claro, si pongo un extremo derecho inglés lo tendría, creo, bro. Porque se sumarían 3 ingleses en la alineación. Porque eso da puntito, bro. No hace nada, ¿seguro? Y como un entrenador. De seriedad, claro. Ahora mismo 2. Pues perfecto, pues ya estaría entonces. Puedo poner el extremo derecho a quien quiera. Ya. Pero no voy a fichar ahora, voy a fichar cuando estén baratos. Que ahora los jugadores no están tan baratos. O sea, mañana van a estar más, yo creo. Y bueno, de mañana pasado, que digo. ¿Cómo quedaría el equipo, Que mañana no me hace gracia tenerlo, porque he visto que hacía unas cantadas cuando me enfrentaba a él incluso. No, cuando me enfrentaba a él, o sea, yo jugando contra él, se notaba que tragaba como un cabrón, En cambio, el Mendy me ha ido genial, Mendy va brutal, tú. Hostia, Son tendría 2 de química, tú. Ah, no, es porque igual, si Sterling tuviese la posición que está con exclamación, ya tendría ya. ¿Crees que
matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins
este partido?
and the Detroit Lions.
Yo también, yo creo que está bugueado. No, ahí está.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No, si va a ser una paliza, esto va a durar 2 minutos de entretenimiento. Ha perdido todos los partidos, vale. Malo sería. ¿Vale? Hola. Sí, cállate, para ver si escucho el directo, escucho algo. Sí. A mí se me escucha. A ti no. Si no toca nada, ¿por qué se me escucha?
And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern.
¿Se me escucha? ¿Qué pones, tío? ¿Cómo lo hemos hecho? Como tú no.
Now second and 4.
First
carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And not much on that rush.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would.
¿Cuánto tardará en usar su guardacheta?
And stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edwards. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Sí, porque la lleva él desde el principio.
So it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not
to throw it first down.
But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a
estoy liando en verdad me meter en el equipo al puto Tomori de los cojones, Me cago en mi puta madre. Literal que es solo por Tomori, pero es que... Claro, tío. Tengo que aprovechar esa carta, tengo que jugar con esa carta, vamos.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And that is going to be
me toca todo transferible, tío. Ya.
They tried to throw on
¿Sabes cuánto
2nd
cuesta el
down?
Phillips?
Successful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did.
Es lo malo que no han puesto para buscar aquí la carta de Rule Breaker, el Rock and Roll. Así, mira, ahora sí. Ahora sí se metía.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. That's a
Oscar Galvin Phillips, qué caro, vale, a chuparla.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first down.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
Well,
he was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times.
Eso es una baja medida de Rule Breaker esto, tío. ¿Has visto? Está bien,
Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw is taken in by Waddle.
¿Y si me hago un equipo inglés?
Brought down at about the 23-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
Es que vaya mierda,
That's why
tío.
he produce those types of numbers.
So play number 10.
La Mendy a Cancelo.
Long opening drive. This is 3rd down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start, because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's gone. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point, because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Malik Willis. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
The score is Dolphins 10, Lions nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams are just...
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop it for a loss. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, Sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end. Was looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the final clocking there, according to Next Gen Stats, that sack occurred in 2.2 seconds. So the pass
Madre mía, chaval.
overwhelming that time. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They get
under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lions still looking for that first win. 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic 1. This team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long. And because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
Goff finding Hockenson there for the line first.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Joder, qué mal va esto, tío.
Against the points, but it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so
excited. No, te va a faltar lo de la mierda esta, que no me dejas seleccionar jugadores a veces.
Translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
Teniendo mucha opción, ¿no?
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Me dan ganas de probar el seco este rule breaker, tío. Cabrón, corre, tiene 89 de ritmo, Es una puta locura, Con 5 de pierna mala y todo, tú.
Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Calla, que he visto una opción aquí que ojito, cuidado,
Something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building
Y eso Cancelo cuántas veces lo cambia de lateral izquierdo a lateral derecho,
To me, it's time to attack. It takes some of that back, but make sure you're selective in doing so.
Y esto te lo tiene, Ale, de un héroe, qué ojito.
Before the ball leaves your hands.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in
Qué ojito el héroe, Ale,
Let's get the call.
Delantero. A ver si viene esquina.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
No, no sé quién es, claro.
Here's Goff. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets into the 30-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game.
Pues no se tengo que ver, la revuelve no tiene nada aquí, vale, ahora la veré.
Don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Vamos a ver, mira, dale. Sí, claro, imposible.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there.
No, es que está muy roto, muy chetado. 60.000 o algo así, creo. Una burrada delantero, una locura. Lo probé en un fútbol así. No, es una barbaridad. No, pero voy a mirar a ver qué héroe hay, así por curiosidad.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pick.
La vi peleé que me enfrentaba a él, chaval, y está rotísimo. Ni puta idea, la verdad.
That's taken on the 25.
Mirando por curiosidad.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And now will come the offense as they take over.
Ese está bromeado, creo.
The Dolphins have to line ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wing.
El marquisí de este chaval,
It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Pintazo tiene,
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the
Hay uno que se llama Bobo, que es delantero, ¿vale? Estas.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that
Sí, sí, la
position,
es,
you have to
exacto.
be. You just act like there's something wrong
Sí,
with
mi
the
tiempo con él.
or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops. Nice back-to-back plays defensively.
Tiene el
They're
robot,
stacking
tiene el...
momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Third down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Williams to return. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Lions will take over.
Una batata de jugador. ¿Empieza qué?
The Lions offense ready to kick
la...
off their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10.
No me toca nada, tío, para vender, tío. Qué asco, no tengo monedas, tío.
As he takes this forward for about 6.
If you're in the offensive line, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. Second and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of the spot to take a big shot downfield?
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Me estoy reyendo que te cagas, para hacerme el puto equipo, tú.
On first down, it's gone. That's
Estás
complete to
jugando bien
Williams
un
out of the
equipo
backfield.
con 2 jugadores que puede cuadrar y tal, que son baratos y no mola.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
¿Qué?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup to 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end in trouble because he lines up on the right side of the formation just pushes way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Ay, qué pesado, que no sabe MC, sabe MC, con alguien un pesado, boludo. Vale, con esos tres.
When you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the
delantero de la Premier Pro varias.
They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods. That'll bring up second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
No. Le gusta cómo se
Play action with Willis. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Chris Ford coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with trying to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Vale, y haciendo esto y esto. Otro. Ah, el equipo se queda más joven, la verdad.
for the third time here in this half. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception. If you do things hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way? Throw interceptions early, learned from them, became great later.
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
No tengo que estar patio.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime.
No es la primera vez que te pasa, Ya, digo en contra. Que no sé quién fue hace poco. ¿Hace poco? ¿Contra quién fue? Ah, bueno. Yo lo entiendo porque a mí me ha pasado una vez también, la verdad. No mucho que no, pero... Mañana. No, mañana no, la verdad que prefiero poner aquí a Everton, Voy a poner a Everton. No, si Tomori ya está metido ya con otros, chaval. Como está metido, ¿sabes por qué? Porque meto a Tonali y adivina los otros dos, Sí, te doy una pista. Son los otros dos centrocampistas que faltan. O el otro MC y el MC. Esos dos coinciden en un equipo. Todavía salió... No, que no coincide con el Milan, en plan, coinciden entre ellos, no con Tomori. ¿Quién no lo ayuda? No, hostia, pues Varela tiene buena carta, No estaría mal probarlo tampoco, la verdad.
A ver. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off target throws, no rhythm throwing the ball. Obviously, no touchdown scored in this game. And here now the punter Fox as he sends us one away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Podría entrar también, poniendo otra formación, la verdad. Pues poniendo otra formación creo que lo voy a incluir, Por la coña.
It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive.
Creo que tienen transferible, Los otros dos eran Pellegrini y Dybala, pero creo que me gusta más el tridente Tonali, Pellegrini y Varela, Sí, poniendo 4 de normal. No sé.
Now an option play on second down, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway.
A ver. Con Dybala serían 4-2-3-1. Y serían Tonali y Pellegrini, ¿sabes? Y Dybala por MC. La otra sería pues Tonali de MCD y de MC Varela y Pellegrini. Ya.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at
Ya, pero no me da tanta química. No me da tanta química porque no son el mismo equipo como Pellegrini ahora. El Pellegrini quiero probarlo, tiene stats de locos,
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 42 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 24.
Voy a probar esto así, y a ver si adivina el resto de mi equipo, venga. El portero de Eder. El portero de Eder. A ver si adivina mi delantero. Te voy a decir el equipo, ¿vale? El portero de Ederson. Lateral derecho, Walker. Centrales, Akanji Tomori. Lateral izquierdo, Cancelo. Centro del campo, Tonali, Varela, Pellegrini. Y a ver si adivina los tres de arriba.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game.
No, pero ahora pensándolo de la química con Varela, tú. No, pero no, voy a probar a otro. Son dos premios.
What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable?
No me gusta el seco.
Hoping for a bigger gain.
Sí, excelente.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off.
Madre mía, tú, increíble. Ya sé que no era él, ya sé que no era él. Nada, es que el seco cuesta mucho.
And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only 15-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. Over the middle, complete. It's Campbell.
A ver cuánto
And
gusta
the
golpe.
Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chase Edmonds from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30.
¿Cuánto cuesta?
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down.
Me está haciendo a Rich James igual pro,
Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that.
¿Cuánto cuesta Rich?
That was impressive.
Poco. Pues voy a probar a Rich James. Coño. Es inglés además también. Pues voy a probarlo, la verdad.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Tampoco cambia mucho el equipo, en
We
plan.
haven't exactly been
Hemos
treated
visto
to a
un fallo aquí que
nail
cuesta
biter
mucho
this
Walker,
CD,
ponemos arriba.
and if they cannot score here,
No he dado cuenta
this
de
one's
nada.
pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's
Ya estamos. Y James sale de carrilero. Es que tócate la polla. Es que es imposible. Es la química, hermano. ¿Qué es esto, tío? Joder. Vale, yo creo que ya todo. A ver cuánto cuesta. A ver cuánto cuesta Ederson. Y Aubameyang.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offense.
Aubameyang está tirada de precio ya.
Now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of it. And they're going to fake it
10 y
from deep
pico
in
mil.
their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play call better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a
Porque me duele por pagar el son, tío, porque sé que va a bajar tanto, tío.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed
Creo que duele, tío, que baje, ¿no?
read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going
Ya ves lo que
with
hay.
the football.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And his pass is intercepted for the... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
Madre mía.
The interception.
Capaz.
He's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point.
Es lo que no me convence, tío.
Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable.
Lo que sea, me da igual, pero un equipo que me convenzca y este no me convence, ¿sabes?
I don't know. Do you look at this
Por
as a
no me
time
importa
just
bastante las monedas, pero
maybe
es que...
start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something.
Vale, lo puedo probar, el equipo, es que el centro del campo, lo que más me gusta a mí es el centro del campo, que por eso me fiché a Ballack, ¿sabes? Porque me gusta, que me gusten los del centro del campo ahí. Justo este equipo, la verdad que es lo que ofrece.
This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
¿Cómo, tío?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff.
Tío no.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
No sé qué equipo hacerme.
Goff throwing again. Finding Williams on the check down. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them. But they also like those one-on-ones downfield. After the catch, when they're running with the ball, they think they're going to win those too.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Channing Tindall in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He completes it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big run there, 29 yards and a first. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. What do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run.
Me
But this
falta
is also
una
one
posición.
time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks,
Pues
and
me
keep the
falta
clock
mi equipo.
moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Okay, great.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
¿Quién estaba más barato? ¿Marcos Llorente o Valverde?
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
That was 4th and 3. We would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a give to Mostert running right. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line is getting some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as
Defensa,
we welcome
lateral
you back
derecho,
in.
Cancelo.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this
Centrales,
one away.
Araujo, Tomori. Lateral izquierdo, Mendy. Centro del campo. Pivote, MCD, Kessie. MCs, De Bruyne y Valverde. Y arriba, Dembélé, extremo derecho, extremo izquierdo Sterling, delantero centro del
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there.
Cuidar con todo eso Valverde.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing
Si no Valverde, es Marco Llorente.
and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Vale, Valverde ha bajado bastante de precio. Como están bajando de Ale.
And on
Es más barato ahora
35,
que
this will be the
bajar.
8th play of the drive.
¿Cuánto dices que está?
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's
Marcos
land.
Llorente.
Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Sí. $50.000 más o menos.
Willis on the sneak, and I don't think he got there. He did not.
Que no son tan buenas cartas como para que valgan eso, para mi gusto,
He only got one, and the Lions will take over. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that.
Son buenas cartas para que valgan eso.
Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that, you know. Some philosophies, some
No, me has fichado muy diciendo la verdad.
When I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you will hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Además me cuadra mejor, en el equipo. Si a De Bruyne puedo ponerlo en ese por el plan por la izquierda.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Perfecto.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now go.
La química, claro.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Are you going? You're going slow clap on me.
Not
very nice. No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he is not going to make it to the end zone.
No, pero es la opción de O, ¿no?
Game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Claro, son 28 diferencias, ¿eh? Ahí está jugando pase.
And taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
¿Con más de 28 diferencias a estos cuando pase?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.
La verdad que te la
We'll be back
falta,
after this.
Sí, se nota atrás, a ver. A ver. Espérate. No, ahora que lo miro creo que no, ¿eh? Ahora te digo, ¿eh?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Sí, te la ha saltado. Es una jugada de momento, ¿viste? En plan, yendo 31-0 ha jugado pase. En plan, cuando le hiciste la in. Ahora ya ha jugado pase.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complementary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half.
Más de uno. Que fue cuando te hizo la int y tú el fumble.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball.
Me refiero que estuviste jugando pase cuando te hizo la Intel. ¿No te acuerdas que te hizo la int y tú el fumble seguido? Ahí. Sí, va 31-0. Ahí fue bueno. Ahí va a ser bueno.
They climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast cause you know
Sí te lo han dado, ¿no? Era la opción de O. Con cada una de las cosas ya hice 2 sacks. Claro. Hijo de puta, tío. ¿Por cuánto está Vinicius ahora? Mira tú, qué caro está, Puto Vinicius, tú,
My Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches.
190.000 esa,
Underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready.
¿Pa' dónde
So
va?
we went to ride nobody
¿Pa'
with. We the
dónde
ones who
va?
started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr.